What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is my rambling series. This is my vlogging series in which I talk about life, the universe, and everything around me, things that are particularly interesting to me. I hope you enjoy that kind of thing. And if you do, feel free to stick it out. As you guys have noticed, I've got a different backdrop going right now. I finally got a decent green screen set up, and I really like this green screen. It's the same room that I've been in with the usual stuff. But as you can see, we've got that was a little cheapy deal I got off of Amazon, but it's working pretty good. The reason I did this is for streaming. It's so much easier and it looks so much better when I'm streaming on Twitch that I do this. I might do it for other videos here on YouTube, like if I want to look at a thing or show you a thing, maybe even during Magic unboxings, whatever. I plan to use this thing. But I'll show you the coolest thing that I can do with this. Here's the coolest thing I can do with this. You ready? Oh, no. No, where is it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Yeah! Check it out, guys. It's like we never left home. I'm still in the old apartment just the way I always was. Someone convinced me to take a screenshot of the old apartment so that I could green screen myself back into my old position. And here we go. It's just like, I mean, it looks pretty different, doesn't it? And obviously the sound is different because the sound was much better in that room. But, overall, I think we're doing okay. But yeah, so I'm going to spend the rest of this rambling video as if I had never moved. And then maybe this will end up being the thumbnail, and it'll really confuse people. And maybe the new house was the green screen all along. Ooh, science. A lot of stuff I want to talk about this week. Stuff that's been bothering me lately. You know how they say, you should always listen. I always say this. You should listen to the people who love you and don't necessarily worry about the people that dislike you. But I often say that you also need to pay a lot of attention to constructive criticism. And though people are constructively telling you things that they think you need to change or fix, you should listen to that kind of thing, even if they're a, quote, hater or whatever. So I wanted to talk about some of those things a little bit here, and then we'll talk about the gaming stuff, and then I'll tell you the really good news about my weight and the diet that I'm on. Recently, a lot of people have been, I've been complaining a lot about microtransactions and DLC in video games. A lot of people said, well, Boogie, how can you like Amiibo? I like collecting statues. Like, for example, I am another toy line I've always wanted to get into. I finally decided to get into. I started picking up some Lego. Of course, the green screen doesn't make it look so good. I've been doing the Minecraft Lego stuff. I'm exploring toys for the first time in my life. I didn't have a lot of toys growing up. Certainly didn't have them as a young adult. Now, as an adult who can afford, a $40 toy, I'm finally able to invest in this stuff and enjoy it. So that's the big difference. I don't really like microtransactions and DLC because, as I said in those videos, it really raises the prices of those games. And they don't want to get $60 from you anymore. They don't want to get 80 or 90, 100. And I think that's frustrating because, $100 will buy you a lot of Lego. It'll certainly pay a big portion of your rent. It'll certainly fill your gas tank a couple of times. It's important, I think, that we keep the price of games in check. And complaining about that stuff is an important thing because, we're all gaming on a budget here. No matter how big your budget happens to be, we're all gaming on a budget. And I think it's important that the industry remembers that kind of thing. Man, my hair is glowing, isn't it? That's a little frustrating. If you can see that, I don't know. I think I still look okay. But at least I'm in the old apartment. I do still have these stickers. We may put them up somewhere in the new house. I have them. They exist. I promise you. The other thing I've been coming under fire a lot of lately is people complaining about the fact that I have donations turned on Twitch, and also I have them turned on here on YouTube as well. Now, as you guys know, I streamed on Twitch for about a year before I ever really took donations. And the reason I did that is because I did not feel like Twitch was a way that I wanted to make money. I just wanted to have fun streaming. But lo and behold, somebody just begged me to set up a partner system so they could subscribe. And I let people subscribe because that supports Twitch as well as me. But eventually somebody just begged me to set up donations. And when I did, he donated a considerable amount of money. And now I like to have that tuned on whenever I do my streams. Depending on the stream that I'm doing, I will have it pop up if somebody makes a donation. The truth of the matter is, I turned that on because I was asked to do it. But if you don't feel that you ever want to make a donation, if you don't ever want to do that, you absolutely never have to. You could never spend a dime. If all you ever did was watch my stuff with ad block on, you are making my life. The fact that anybody wants to watch my fat dumb ass at all is incredible. the fact that there are people out there who have a little extra money that they want to give from time to time ain't so bad either. And a lot of people forget that Twitch and YouTube is my primary source of income. It's my job. And so when I take these donations, we're looking at this big YouTube change coming up later in the year. And that YouTube change is really scary because it might blow the whole bottom of this thing. And here's the thing. If I'm not making money from YouTube, I'm still going to make YouTube videos. It's not going to change. I'm going to talk about games. I'm going to do Francis videos. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this until I'm dead. I'm going to Twitch stream until I'm dead, whether it's enough to support me or not. That's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. But when the bottom does fall out of this thing, I want to make sure that we have enough savings to where I can continue to do that. Because I don't know how I'm going to get a day job. I don't know what I'll return to doing. Maybe I'll go back to doing customer service. Maybe I'll go back to retail. Maybe I'll go back to answering phones. Maybe I'll go back to security. Maybe I'll go back to washing dishes in a Mexican restaurant. Whatever it is I end up having to do, I'll do. But if we have the savings that I can keep doing this when there's no money to be made, you bet your bottom dollar. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is a lot of people are like, Boogie, open a Patreon. Boogie, open a Patreon. Boogie, open a Patreon. If you're not familiar with what Patreon is a way for everybody to support you on a monthly basis or whatever, donate some money. People like Jim Sterling are making like tens of thousands of dollars. There are people out there who are making $20,000, $30,000 a month from doing that. I've been reluctant to do it. I may do it. And I would like to know your opinion. Like, would you want to support a special project? I wouldn't just accept whatever. But if we could put together the Boogie Nights podcast again, if I could get 4 or 5 people, or not 4 or 5, but 2 or 3 other people involved that would be regulars, that you could meet, other YouTubers that I know who are friends of mine who wouldn't mind getting together one day a week and creating a project like that, and then the proceeds, of course, would go to them as well, would that be something you would be interested in? Patreon, yes or no? Let me know in the description box because, I would ask that in a special video, and maybe I will one day, but the truth of the matter is if you're watching this rambling video, you're the person I care the most about. I love the people who watch the comedy sketches. I love the people that watch the Francis stuff. I love the people that tune in for gaming news. But the core, the heart, my heart, is you. The people who want to know about me and my life and the decisions I make and the things that I'm doing here on YouTube. I mean, that's why I do this. The rest of it's fun, but this is the heart of it. This is what keeps me sane. Not that I'm that sane. Otherwise, everything else is going pretty well. We've done keto now for a week and a half. I did have a cheat day over the weekend, eating some potato. A couple of baked potatoes is actually what I had. But not too bad. And I've now lost about 10 pounds in that week and a half. I guess it'll be 2 weeks come Wednesday. 2 weeks on keto. So I'm hoping it'll be 12 pounds by then. We'll have to see. Fingers crossed. Doing my DDP exercises and having some improvement there. I'm really walking around this house and really enjoying it. And I'm in less back pain. I don't think it'll ever go away. To quote the show Louie, I was given a clothesline and I'm trying to use it like a flagpole. My back is not meant to carry this much weight. But as I lose weight and as I exercise it more, it's going to get better and better at least. Maybe one day I'll be in less pain, and that sounds exciting. GTA 5 came out for PC. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying what Rockstar's calling the Ultimate Edition. I make a lot of jokes in my stream about consoles and whatever. You guys know I'm a console gamer too. I've been playing Mortal Kombat X on my console all week. My friends came over and we played Wii U. I've been watching Netflix ad nauseum on my Xbox. I haven't played any games there in a while. Sorry, Major Nelson. But I do use it as a water cooler, as some of the people there wanted me to do. And I'm loving it, man. I love all these different devices. And of course, I love my PC as well. I do feel, having played the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 and now the PC version of GTA Online, I'm glad I waited till GTA. Out of necessity, mostly because I wanted to stream it and stream it in high quality. And it's easier to do that on PC. But it is a beautiful game. Even while running my streaming software, it just looks so good. And it's just as fun as it was on the consoles. So I make a lot of jokes at the expense of that stuff, but please know I'm never serious. I don't care what system you play on. I don't care what you do. As long as you're happy, man, I'm happy. And this great awful world of us, which is filled with violence and anger and frustration and disease and famine and Lord knows what else. If you find something that makes you happy, if it's a PlayStation, if it's an Xbox, if it's a PC, if it's anything, I don't care. I'm just glad you're happy. Speaking of anything, happy 420. I don't mess with that stuff, but if you do and it makes you happy, have fun. But other than that, man, everything is going pretty damned well. The YouTube channel is doing decently. We're probably like 5% under our usual views for this time of year, but that's nothing too bad to worry about. I would rather have had growth than a 5% dip, but I'll take a 5% dip. Twitch is growing stronger than ever, though. That's through the roof, and I'm so grateful that I branched into that. And maybe, I don't know what else, what other projects. We are going to try to get at least one Francis video this week. I've decided that the other room will be the Francis room because I can't record in there for long bursts. I can only do really short bursts, and I can turn off the air to do those short bursts. So when we do a Francis Rage this week, and I'm plotting one now, I'm not sure what it's going to be about yet, but when we do this one this week, it'll be in the other room, and I think that's sort of determined. This room will be Francis's room, maybe in front of the green screen. The other room will be Francis's room with all of his toys and cool stuff. I don't know. But that's my life right now. It's Legos and video games and Mortal Kombat and Grand Theft Auto and Twitch and YouTube and spending time with my wife and spending time with my friends and just life is good, man. And I hope it's good for you too, because I worked really hard to get to this point, man. And I hope either you've gotten there yourself or if you're working towards it, man, I hope it's close. You know, I hope you're happy. And if not, tell me how I can make you that way. If I can help, I will. You know that. All right, guys, in that comments section below, let me know what you think about Patreon. That's one thing I want you to know, okay? The second thing, oh, God, we need a keyword. What? I have no keyword for this week. Let's talk about what I've been drinking lately. Water. Let's talk about water, which still looks really cool on a green screen, doesn't it? I mean, kind of. It gets fuzzy over here. Let's talk about, use the word water in your description, in your comment box. I've been drinking a lot of this stuff. Still have about 1 can of Diet Mountain Dew a day, but this stuff is definitely keeping me keto happy. And this is a Fiji water bottle, but I refill it because it's, what do they call it? It's BPC free. Very good bottle. Refill it a few times, then throw it away. But Fiji's expensive. I may buy Lego sets, but I ain't buying Fiji. I get the recycle. I get the good water out the tap. The cheap stuff. All right, guys. I love you very much. Drink some water. Take care of yourself. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Patreon. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about being in the old apartment. Broke into the old apartment. Woo! Wow, this video is 13 minutes ago. This is where we used to live. Ba, 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 ba. Broken house. Broken papa. I don't know the stupid words. I'm sorry, bare naked ladies. I'm sorry.